In an epoch when ancient civilizations revered multiple deities, a tale of unwavering faith and obedience arises. This legend pertains to Abraham, a man of great virtue and humility. Born into a world dominated by polytheism, Abraham was destined to challenge the status quo. He resided in the bustling city of Ur of Chaldeans, a place known for its prosperity and culture. Our protagonist, originally named Abram, led a life of comfort and ease, surrounded by his loving wife Sarai and his devoted nephew Lot. However, beneath this facade of tranquility, there was a profound spiritual stirring within him. Abraham, not just another citizen content with the way things were. He was a man chosen by the divine, hand-picked to carry out a holy mission. As he navigated through life's hardships and pleasures, an invisible force was guiding him, preparing him for a destiny that would forever be imprinted in the annals of time. The quiet whispers of the divine became a resounding call, a demand for him to forsake his familiar surroundings and tread the path less traveled. It was a call to duty, a divine promise that was to serve as a beacon of hope for generations to come. Abraham was being summoned, much against the conventional norms, to abandon his comfort zone, his home, and embark on a journey of faith. Yet an extraordinary turn of events was on the horizon, destined to not only alter Abraham's life but also the trajectory of human history. At the ripe age of 75, when the majority of individuals are reveling in their sunset years, Abraham experiences something extraordinary. A voice, not ordinary but divine, reaches out to him. It is the Lord addressing him in a manner that not many can claim to have experienced. He is invited by none other than the creator of the universe to leave everything he has ever known, his homeland that he loved deeply, his kin with whom he shared countless memories, his father's abode that was a symbol of comfort and familiarity. The Lord, in his divine wisdom and magnanimity, promises Abraham something that is beyond the comprehension of an ordinary mind. He assures him of descendants as numerous as the stars in the sky or the grains of sand on a seashore. A great nation that would emerge from his lineage and blessings that would extend to generations yet unborn. It is a promise of a long-lasting legacy, of a footprint on the sands of time that would never fade. Without a moment's hesitation, Abraham, then known as Abram, heeds this divine call. Accompanied by Sarai, his wife, and Lot, his nephew, he embarks on a journey to a land known as Canaan. With no destination in sight, they remain oblivious of where the journey would lead. Yet they are held together by an unshakable faith in the promise made to them. They are uncertain of their destination, yet they hold faith in the promise. Throughout his journey, Abraham encounters numerous trials. His path is far from easy, strewn with hardships that constantly put his courage and faith to the test. One such obstacle that he faces is a severe famine that descends upon the promised land, forcing him to seek sanctuary in Egypt. This sojourn in Egypt becomes a journey of its own, fraught with danger and uncertainty. While in Egypt, another trial awaits him when his wife Sarai is thrown into a precarious situation, facing peril at the hands of Pharaoh. This incident marks a difficult period for both Abraham and Sarai and strains their trust in the promises they've received. Subsequently, a dispute surges within Abraham's own family. His nephew Lot is at odds with him, leading to a painful separation that builds a chasm between the two. These trials do not end here. The promise of offspring, a beacon of hope amid their wanderings, seems increasingly elusive. With each passing year, Sarai remains childless, and this unfulfilled promise casts a shadow over their journey. Yet it is not enough to quench Abraham's faith. Despite the trials and tribulations, the doubt and despair that try to intrude Abraham to cling to his faith, standing as a testament to unwavering belief and resilience. Nevertheless, God renews his covenant with Abraham and alters their names to Abraham, denoting father of many nations, and Sarah. A significant transformation takes place as God himself bestows upon them new names, symbolizing a new beginning and a new mission. It was a divine act, marking the start of an extraordinary journey. Abraham, a title now reflecting father of many nations, was not merely a name change, but a prophetic declaration of God's vision for him. Similarly, Sarah was no longer just his wife, but now represented the matriarch of a soon-to-be populous nation. Despite their advanced age, a phenomenon that could have been a barrier in the fulfillment of God's promise, they reassured by the Almighty of the birth of a son. God's assurance was indeed a beacon of hope, a ray of light piercing through the veil of impossibility. Their once quiet dwelling gradually became filled with anticipation and excitement, joy seeping into every corner with the imminent arrival of their long-awaited son. Every day must have felt like a step closer to a miracle, a testament of their unwavering faith. Finally, son Isaac arrived. This name, signifying he laughs, was not just a name, but a living testimony of God's promise. Each laughter of Isaac echoed God's faithfulness, resonating with a beautiful melody of joy and faith. The divine promise manifests in the laughter of a child, affirming Abraham's faith. However, Abraham's faith is subjected to one final test. The Almighty, the ultimate arbiter of all existence, presents a demand that would shake any mortal to their core. He insists upon Abraham's willingness to sacrifice his own son, Isaac, his cherished progeny, the fruit of his lineage, and his beacon of hope for future generations. In the narrative's zenith, we encounter an Abraham who is resolute, poised to demonstrate an unwavering obedience to the divine instruction. He stands on the precipice of a moral dilemma, an existential crisis torn between his devotion to God and his paternal love for Isaac. Yet his faith in the divine remains unbroken, unstirred. As he prepares to carry out this act, a heavenly intervention occurs. An angel, a celestial messenger of the Lord, descends, staying Abraham's hand in the nick time. This divine intervention, this act of sublime mercy, sees a ram offered in Isaac's place. The ram becomes the unsuspecting substitute, its life exchanged for that of Isaac's. It is a moment of profound revelation, a moment that underscores the infinite mercy intertwined within the divine will. Thus, Isaac is spared an untimely end, and Abraham's unquestioning obedience is validated. This ultimate act of obedience and faith cements Abraham's legacy as the patriarch of the three significant monotheistic religions, Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. His legacy reverberates through nations, monarchs, and a faith narrative that spans millennia. A figure of paramount significance, he stands at the core of some of the world's most influential religions. The story of his life, his trials, his triumphs, and his unwavering faith has become a symbol of spiritual resilience. Abraham, known by many names across cultures and generations, is more than a historical figure or an ancient tale. He is an embodiment of an everlasting bond between the human and the divine. This bond is not only revered, but it is also examined, questioned, and interpreted countless times through the lens of religious scholars, theologians, philosophers, and ordinary believers alike. His story has been retold, reimagined, and in countless languages, across countless lands, throughout countless generations. Its echoes are found in sermons, songs, prayers, and tales spun around ancient fires and modern forums alike. Abraham represents the genesis of a dialogue that continues to this day, a dialogue that explores the depths of human faith, the nature of divine providence, and the delicate dance between them. He stands as a beacon of trust, a figure of hope, a testament to the capacity of faith and the power of enduring belief. A story born in the distant past, yet resonating in the hearts and minds of millions, shaping their understanding of the divine and influencing their spiritual journeys. His is a living narrative of trust and hope that resonates with humanity to this day. From Abraham, we glean that the most authentic calling is the one we discern in our hearts, and the grandest promises are not territories or palaces, but the love, faith, and heritage we bequeath to future generations. With these reflections, we culminate our journey through the life of Abraham, the patriarch of faith. As the credits roll, I encourage you to contemplate how Abraham's story reverberates in your own life, your faith journey, and your quest to fulfill your destiny. We bid our patriarch adieu, but not the lessons his life has imparted. Until the next story we narrate.